all you crafty people, I am back. Now, what I have decided to go ahead and do now that this is all dry is I'm going to put some of this, well, it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I will tell you, because I don't think I did, how I chose the size, just so you know, just an FYI, because if you're doing this with me and you made your pages different than I did. So I'm getting glue mixed in all over the place here. But then it is very important to make sure that you're getting glue on both sides of the 1/4 inch break between the spine, because that will buckle. And I'm putting in, because I am going to try and push the paper down into the space in between, and then enough on that side. And if you want, you can go across here a little bit, just to make sure that we are going to be covered. Okay, so now let's get our page, flip it over, and just lay it down. And push it into the groove before it gets too dry. Make sure you really spread that glue very nicely around that area. So now that gives you a very nice, I did get a little extra glue right there. Okay. So now the big secret, guys, is when you do this, do not start opening and closing your book until this is completely dry. Now, if you used score tape, then, you know, it's going to be stuck on there. So then you don't have that worry. But I did not use score tape. I just used my Fabri-Tac. Okay, so now I can take, see, I think I like this one for the inside. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can get my cutter to work without cutting my finger off. And I think the big secret is when you're cutting small areas to utilize it in this way instead of having it come, you know, in this side and not having anything to hold onto. Much nicer. Yeah, I went online to We Are Memory Keepers, and I watched a little video, and this is how they were putting the paper in. So it was like, well, that is definitely something I can try, and boy, I'm not having a problem with it moving the paper around. Well, you know, is it going to be a learning curve? Yes. You will always have a learning curve with a new cutter. Even if it's a cutter you have used before, there's still little differences. I mean, this one, they've completely, you know, I mean, it still does the same stuff, but they have completely, you know, changed it. So, yeah. Okay. And then I think if I just cut this in half, I think I will have, so I'm just going to do a quick, put the two corners together, and just give me a little pinch just on the edge. Now I know where my halfway point is. I don't have to measure or do nothing. Just set this up. And I gotta see where it was again. Right there. Okay. And cut. Yep. Okay, so that's for the inside, and we can do whichever way you want, you know. I think I will like my birds in the front, and then all of this in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, just so that is done. Now, once we get this done, see, it's a small piece of paper compared to all of the inner workings. I think I'm going to carry it up to the top and make it look nice. And I probably will put a pocket on the bottom. That way if I get some more stamps, because I am pretty full, but if I get some more stamps, I will have a place to put them. Or a really cool letter that has, you know, a big something on it. I will have a place to put it. So, we will come up with what we're going to use for all that in a little while. Okay, so let's just do this up top. That looks pretty good. Make it look nice and even, straight. There we go. Good. All right. Now I should be able to fold this, and it never needs to go past that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And as long as you don't have any bubbling on the sides, you're very good. All right. So here is our book so far. All right, so we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times around. And let's see how this is done here. Huh. No, no. Well, huh. Alrighty. I don't know how they did this. Alrighty then. What I need is this off of here, because I'm going to use a lot of this. So let's see what I can do. All right. There we go. All right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, that's got a little unneeded doodad. Let's see. Little unneeded doodad here. There we go. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Huh. I don't know that I was going to plan on tying these together, but that's not going to work really well. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I kind of need one more, don't I? I think I decided I needed 12. Okay, so if I do one more, and I don't really want, okay, I want to double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, but I think I have, I can do these on the outside, and that won't be a problem. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so I'm going to tie these. So this was 5 yards. And I'm going to tie this in a bow in case I'm not happy. There. Okay. So let's just spread these out now. And I'm going to put them on as we go. There's one. I tried to color coordinate until I got to the point where I didn't have enough to get everything, you know, to get all my reds together, or, you know, so some of them are kind of multiple colors. Multiples! But that's okay. Next one. There we go. And the next one. I just love these, though. It's going to be so nice and easy to be able to see my stamps, utilize them. That is my main goal, is to use these stamps. They're just gorgeous. And they add so much to your pages. Look at all my reds. I just love them. And some of them I have lots of. Okay. This one I didn't have anything to stick in that, so that's a little bit of growing room. And I think I had another one that didn't have anything. This one's got a little bit of growing room. Alright, let's get, come here. I think this is the last one I want to use. And then I have this one. These were my purples and pinks. And then my Christmas book, I want to get into the center and do this one. Come on. There we go. And then I don't know how well this one's going to do in here, but we're going to try it out. Now, some of this book was used for shorthand and for letters, but there's no dates in them. So I don't, you know, it just says letter 1 and letter 2, but there's no dates. So it was a secretary's book. And I'm going to take that one back out because it is, it was a last minute. Oh, I could stick that one in there too. But the pages are so breakable right now that I think I'm just going to leave it. So there, now I can tighten this up if I need it, but I think the only one that needs a little more assistance is the Christmas one. So I think I'm going to use this second piece here and put in there. And that might help that one. Alright, so that is all she wrote, guys. I mean, I'm going to cover the front. So let me get my my cutter out again. And let me cut the white off of this. There and there. Good. It's much safer this way too. Keep your finger out of the way of that blade. All right. And I just love the way it's cut, and it's doing a great job. And I like to be able to cut with you guys looking, because it's no fun, you know, when there's nothing to look at on the screen, but to listen to me jabber. You know. So, last one. And then this one, I am going to, whoops, see how much I want. Or I could just start it here and wrap it around. But I don't think so. I think I want this side. So I am going to cut, get a little pencil here. I'm going to cut right here. See, this is super simple, guys. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And then you can decorate them as much as you want. So I'm going to put this one back here and this one up here. And I'll add a little something something to this one, just so it's pretty. But I'm not going to tie it closed or anything. I'm just going to, it's just going to go into onto my shelf. So it's pretty, but the main thing is that I now can get to my stamps. I hope all of you, my postage stamps, are going to organize somehow. I mean, you may not have as many, or you may have way more than I do. But this was just using some scraps up. These pages were already printed. I didn't print them. I just had It's just a random couple of sheets. So I thought I might as well go ahead and use them. See, now I can add some lace across the top and the bottom. Let me get the eraser, the pencil mark off. There we go. That pencil eraser actually worked. It won't for long, but it actually did work. Okay, and then I'm trying to see what I have that I would fill that spot up with. I don't think this is quite wide enough. See this, the top? Yes. So if I put that there, I could put some lace. Yeah. We'll do that. So I'm not going to glue down this edge that goes towards the spine. I'm going to leave it loose so I can get the lace underneath there, and then we'll close it up. Let's see. There we go. All right, now I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to squeeze some glue out. And I'm going to fill in the spots where I don't have any glue. And I'm just going to randomly run a bit of glue. And then I'm going to squeeze some more glue. Let's see, I guess I could actually just stick it right to the paper. And I know I'm bending that paper just a little bit too much. All right. And I think I'm just going to cut it off because I am going to put some pockets. So let's just cut this off. So there is the back. Okay. Now we can put a piece in the front. I don't know if this is dry enough. I can try and spatula it and see. Oh, yes. There we go. So let's get okay, and then we're going to put glue back onto our page. There we go. Let me give this push it so that that glue will go right through that lace. Okay. Then we're just going to cut it. So there we go, guys. There is our stamp. I just love this. I just love this. And I can take these off. I have room that I can add another one if I decide I just need to make another page. However, I like that they're all the same color. You know, I don't have any more of this green and I don't have any more of this purple. So, So yeah, but there is my postage stamp storage. I hope you guys love it. I hope you make one for yourself, whether you follow this or something else. And I really like that it's just notched so that the strings will stay in there. Now, what I did was I made my covers a 1/2 inch larger than my pages, going up and down. I made them a 1/4 inch larger, going horizontally from the inside to the outside of the page. Then on the back piece here, I cut in about a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. Let's see. Yeah, it's about a 1/2 inch in, but a 1/4 inch indent. Okay, so if it's about a 1/2 inch in on both the front and the back, but a 1/4 inch down, and cut that notch out. So it's, the notch is just a 1/4 inch deep. And that gave the pages the exact space they needed, so that when you have this indent, your pages are the exact same size as the indent. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. And then they just sit nice and pretty for you, and I'm loving it. Thanks, guys, for joining me. It's a pretty quick tutorial, other than gluing all these little pieces down and going through all my stamps. But I've got another thing organized where I can use it better. Thank you so much. Love you all so much. I hope you love my project. And then you can make it as pretty as you want. But it's just going to go on my shelf. I'm not going to put anything on here. But it's pretty for me to look at. Love you. Bye.